It's a great way to spend your lunch, y'all. Because we were missing out. Great humor. Next up is Phil Barth. Protecting the future of Toastmasters. Protecting the future of Toastmasters, Phil Barth.
Thank you, Madam Contest Chair, or should I say, Toast? Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I have a problem. You have a problem, and yes, we have a problem. It is a serious situation. I first became aware of our problem when I was talking with my young son. He said, "Dad, I got a detention. Again." Go on. Well, I was in study hall and I had to go to the bathroom. I raised my hand and the teacher said, "Joe, don't even get out of that chair." So when she turned her back, I wheeled the chair out in the hall and down to the restroom. And then I wheeled it back, and wouldn't you know, she caught me when I came back in. So Joe, first off, when you got to the restroom, you did get out of the chair, right? Well, then I just have one question. Why on earth did you, Dad? YOLO. I'm looking like you're looking at me. YOLO? He looks at me like, old. He said, YOLO, you only live once. Well, I solved that problem by telling Joe if it happened again, his motto would be YOLO fast. You only live once for a short time. But when we had this conversation, as I walked away, I realized we have a problem. It's a problem I like to call TMA. Too many acronyms. And we need to act right now as Toastmasters to protect our club from the onslaught of acronyms. But before I can tell you how to do that, I have to answer the question that at least some of you have right now. Phil, don't you work in IT? It's true, I do work in IT, and it's true, we have been known to come up with an acronym or two. For example, many years ago when we created Lotus 123, we came up with the acronym, some of you know it, WYSIWYG. It stands for What You See Is What You Get. Now, I'm old enough to remember my parents watching the Flip Wilson show. For those of you who didn't know Flip Wilson, Flip was a comedian, very funny man. This is him, dressed as Geraldine Jones. And Geraldine is telling Sammy Davis Jr., what you see is what you get. Ironic, really, because what you see wasn't going to be what you got. In Flip Wilson's case, I gotta tell you, if I had to pick between those two outfits, I think oh wait a minute, that'd be TMI. IT turned this into an acronym, WYSIWYG. So I understand if you're a little skeptical, because frankly, as a member of IT, I am a promoter of acronyms. My very title, Program Manager, PM. My certification, Project Management Professional, PMP, came from PMI, Project Management International. We got so many acronyms, I don't know what they all are. When I studied up, as a graduate, I got my MBA from X. As an undergrad, I went to BGSU, Bowling Green State University, studied CS, Computer Science, where I earned my BS. Bachelor of Science. It's not just during the week. Why, just on Sunday, I turned on the TV, watched the NFL on CBS until the Cleveland Browns made me scream, OMG! I threw a brick at the TV and said many words that are NSFTM. Not suitable for Toastmasters. So why should you listen to me? Well, it's simple, really. If Philip Morris came up to you and said, we have a problem with too many cigarettes, you'd listen. If Jack Daniels came up to you and said, we have a problem with too much whiskey, you'd listen. If Miley Cyrus came up to you and said, we have a problem with too much twerking, well, personally, I'd probably light up a smoke, grab a drink, but then I'd listen. Now, I'm not saying I'm the Miley Cyrus of acronyms, but when IT tells you we've got too many acronyms, we've got too many acronyms. And here's the problem. they're running into each other. I had a conversation with a sponsor. I said, Jerry, business sponsor, by the way, let's not go down the 12-step program. Jerry, for that system, we're going to do a POC. I said, price over competition? I said, no, proof of concept. So we argued over which was correct until we decided to settle like gentlemen. We went to Google. Typed in acronym POC, hit enter, and the answer was, number one was people of color. Proving that, in the everlasting battle between IT and the business, the winner is HR. But here's the real problem. When Mr. YOLO chair writer grows up, his generation is bringing a whole new batch of acronyms because they text. I'm sorry, they don't text, they TXT. When they end text conversation, they say CYA. I'm like, what? No, it means see ya. I said, please, from now on, something else. Okay, TTY, I'll talk to you later. They LOL. They brothel. They LMA. Well, you get the idea. They do a lot of things. Entire words are disappearing. The verb are has been replaced by the letter R. The pronoun you has been replaced by the letter U. I get a text from my son that says, how are you? I say, why? Aha, you see a problem. Eventually, if we aren't careful, this very speech would sound so different. Just picture it. TY, TH, FTMs, LAG. I have a couple problems. I have. You have. Whack! And it's a serious situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we must act now to protect Toastmasters from the onslaught of acronyms. Oh, sure, it could create a world where I could actually come under 20 minutes when I talk about the International Convention, but at what cost? Because what I say would not be what you get. It'd be like Flip Wilson all over again. So we must all act together. Allow me to spell it out. You need to spell it out. Spell out, don't sell out. We all have to work together. Whether you're a CC or a CL or an ACL or an AC, OMG, we're already there. Well, okay. TH.